Why are you not selfish? It's 2024. Hi, Bella Beauties. Welcome back to my channel. I told you guys in my video called You're Not a Good Person that there is a certain level of healthy narcissism and selfishness that's needed to not only survive, but thrive in this world. Okay. And that still reigns true. Okay. Usually, when we think of a selfish person, we are usually referring to someone who acts only in their own interests without any empathy or consideration for other people. And their actions are usually at the expense or harm of other people, right? This kind of behavior tends to harm relationships and creates distrust. So that's why the word selfish has that negative connotation. However, there's a difference between selfishness and self prioritization, which is a part of selfishness. Okay. And in this video, the type of selfishness that we will be talking about and promoting is actually self prioritization. Okay. So prioritize yourself and your needs before anyone else's. And that is healthy selfishness. Okay. Self prioritization is about making choices that honor your well being, okay, and values while still respecting other people's. Okay, it's about knowing when to say no to protect your energy and boundaries without stepping on other people's toes. Okay, this balance allows you to thrive in a way that's not exploitative of other people. Okay, so why do we need to be selfish? First of all, humans are innately selfish because it's in our instinct to protect and sustain ourselves before anyone else's survival. Okay, that is our survival instinct from back in the days. Okay, so historically, okay, humans have this drive to protect and sustain ourselves. Okay, it is a hardwired thing in us to basically survive. It's a basic survival instinct. Okay, historically, humans needed to prioritize their own needs like food, shelter, and safety to survive. Okay, I cannot, give you the little bit of food I have if I only have a little bit and I'm not going to eat and I'm going to die off, right? So I have to make sure I'm good before I can give you something, okay? I have to make sure I have some place to stay before I ask you, to come stay with me, okay? I have to run from the lion, right? Before I can help pick you up to get away from the lion or whatever, to survive. And this instinct is naturally translated into self-preserving behaviors. Okay, we have to preserve ourselves before we can help anybody else. Okay, so if you do not have that human instinct to put yourself first, then most likely that instinct was eroded from you through trauma, probably, right? You were probably forced to be a people pleaser to survive in your childhood. Life experiences, especially in childhood, may have reshaped your responses to these things. So, trauma or challenging environments can teach people that putting others first is the only way to maintain safety. But children who grew up in unstable or traumatic situations, becoming a people pleaser is often a survival strategy. They learn to suppress their own needs to accommodate other people, and this creates a habit of self-sacrifice that's hard to break when you're an adult. Okay, the erosion of your self-prioritization can lead to difficulties later on in life, and I can tell by this channel that a lot of you guys who are people pleasers or used to be people pleasers, you can attest to this too, right? You probably struggle to set boundaries for yourself, okay, advocate for yourself, or pursue who you actually are and what actually fulfills you. Okay, if you ever want to actually be a survivor or a thriver in this world, it's essential to reconnect with yourself. Okay, reconnect and then rebuild that instinct for self-preservation. So you still need that human instinct. If you're a people pleaser, you need to work on that to bring back that human instinct to preserve yourself. Okay, you need to understand that healthy self-focus is a return to our natural state, is not an act of selfishness in the negative sense. Not prioritizing yourself will lead to burnout, low self-worth, resentment, and all of that will put a strain on all your relationships. Okay, you are wondering why people take advantage of your kindness. You're wondering why you're not getting the same treatment you give to other people. You're wondering why you have migraines and stomach issues and autoimmune issues that nobody knows where it came from. You're living in this constant state of neglect and stress that can leave you in a functional freeze where you feel stuck, unmotivated. Okay. You want to go into hermit mode, right? You want to isolate yourself. You hate humans now and you want to isolate yourself. You are probably stuck in fight or flight because you can't regulate your nervous system. You have physical conditions. You guys, people being a people pleaser is dangerous for this reason. Okay, you can actually unalive yourself for being a people pleaser because all that stress will unalive you. Can unalive you. Stress can turn into diseases or conditions because your body has to process these things, and if you don't process it in a healthy way like you're supposed to as a human, your body will try to process it in another way. Okay, so that's why sometimes people will have like autoimmune issues that they have no idea where it came from. It's from stress. Most likely it's from stress. Okay. When you constantly put others' needs ahead of your own, it usually results in physical and emotional exhaustion. Okay. Neglecting your own needs erodes your confidence and self-esteem, and it leaves you feeling as if your desires don't matter. Okay. This self-neglect can foster resentment. Okay. Especially if your sacrifices go unappreciated by these ungrateful people sometimes. Because you guys, like it or not, guys, everybody is selfish, okay? Because everybody wants their needs met, including people pleasers, okay? Did I gag you? Did I gag you? Including people pleasers, okay? Yes, people pleasing is also selfish, okay? I hope I gagged you because the root of people pleasing is to get your needs met too. Because if you please everybody and you never rock the boat and you always abandon your needs to meet everybody else's needs, then nobody will ever reject you. Nobody will ever abandon you. Nobody will ever harm you, insult you, make you feel bad. You will get approval and validation and they will like and accept you. Okay. That's what the whole point of people pleasing, right? And if you people please, then you're able to control and predict your actions so that you can feel safe and get your needs met. Okay. That is also selfish. Okay. I hope I gagged you. Okay. Yes, people pleasing is also selfish. It's a different way to get your needs met. Okay. It's a different side of the same coin. It's just the losing side of the coin. Okay. It's a way to try to protect yourself. It's your survival instinct. It's a different way of self-preservation, aka selfishness. Selfishness is just a wrong way of doing it. Okay. I know somebody's gonna be mad at me in the comments. So why should we be a little bit more selfish? Okay. You should be a little bit more selfish because prioritizing your own needs brings crucial benefits for a balanced, fulfilling life. Okay. Focusing on yourself gives you the energy and mental clarity needed to pursue your goals without getting sidetracked or burnt out by always trying to meet other people's expectations. Okay. When you make yourself a priority, you will progress faster towards your ambitions because your time and energy are directed towards what truly matters to you. Okay. Healthy selfishness is also something that involves setting boundaries, healthy boundaries. Healthy selfishness also involves setting boundaries, okay, which protects us, right? When you set these boundaries, you prevent yourself from overextending yourself, avoid emotional exhaustion, and cultivate a sense of self-respect for yourself, okay? Putting yourself first also improves your relationships. When you're committed to self-care, you show up fully for people with more patience and generosity because you're not running on empty, okay? Because how can you fill up other people's cup if you're empty, right? So let's move on to how to be selfish. Okay, let's talk about how to be selfish in a healthy, balanced way. Okay, number one is we will prioritize our goals. Okay, so healthy selfishness begins with putting your own goals first. Okay, identify what truly matters to you, whether it's your career, your personal growth, health, or relationships. Okay, once you've defined your priorities, make a plan to reach them. Do not abandon your goals and what you are working on to help somebody else build their dream, build their goals. Right? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you abandon what you're doing to help somebody else work on theirs when yours is still unfinished? Does that make sense? When you don't have time to help somebody else, but you're going to abandon what you're doing to help somebody else because you want them to like you. Okay. By prioritizing your goals, you're sending a message to yourself and other people that your aspirations are also important. Okay, it comes number one to you. This focus helps to prevent you from getting sidetracked. Okay, by obligations from other people or distractions that don't align with your purpose. Remember, saying no to things that don't serve your goals isn't selfish. Is necessary for you to stay on track and move forward with confidence and clarity. So I'm gonna give you guys a good example. Okay, so I saw this interview once of T Pain, the rapper T Pain, rapper, singer, whatever. He was doing an interview and he was basically telling a story of when Nicki Minaj was first coming into the hip hop game. Okay, and this is when Nicki was first working on her first solo album, her debut rap album, Pink Friday. And basically, the story goes like T Pain, I think, called Nicki and asked her to get on his album, like do a feature for him or something like that. And basically, Nicki kind of went off and said something like I don't got time to work on nobody's album. Like, bro, I'm working on my album. Like, blah, 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 blah. So basically, Nicki was basically putting herself for herself first and saying like, hey, like I'm working on my own thing. Like I don't have time to be doing features for other people. Like I'm locked in. I'm working on my album. Now, T Pain was a little hurt and taken aback, but now that time has passed, he understands that, and I understand it completely too because like, if Nicki wouldn't have had that healthy selfishness and locked in at that time to work on her goals, which was her Pink Friday album, we probably wouldn't have had a good album, or maybe it wouldn't have came out at all, or whatever. If she has spent all that time people pleasing and trying to help everybody else reach their goals, aka T Pain, do a feature for this one, do a feature for that one, get on this one's song, get on this one's album, blah blah blah. She will spread herself thin, and she will not have that energy and time to perfect her craft, which was her album. Her album Pink Friday. Okay, so that's the benefit. That's the benefit of healthy selfishness. Like, if you don't put yourself first, you're always going to come in last. You're always going to finish last. Okay, because you're using all your energy to please other people and appease other people, and you look up and everybody that you helped has surpassed you, and you're still at the bottom. And when you're at the bottom, nobody cares about you. People are just going to look at you and laugh and move on with somebody else. Okay, that's life. That is life. People are selfish. So you need to learn healthy selfishness and put yourself first. She didn't abandon her album to go help somebody else. She's not a people pleaser. Okay? That's the benefit of healthy selfishness. Okay? As you prioritize your goals, sometimes you might have to hurt other people's feelings. Sometimes putting your goals first might mean that other people will not be happy with your decisions because, like I said, everybody wants their needs met. And if they can use you to get their needs met, they will. Okay? And that's okay. People will not be happy with your decisions, and that's okay because we are not people pleasers. We're okay with not being liked. Because remember, we're not here to please everyone. Okay? When you let go of the need for others' approval, you give yourself the freedom to pursue what really matters to you. Okay? Being okay with not being liked is powerful. It means you're choosing self-respect over validation. By embracing this mindset, you protect your energy and stay focused on reaching your goals. Okay? It's okay for somebody to not like you because you said no. Look at T Pain. He loves Nicki now, but I'm sure he didn't like what she said. He didn't like that she rejected his request, right? But he's okay. He's fine. Okay? That's what I have to tell my people pleasers is that people will be fine. They will move on. They'll be okay. They might not like what you did, or that you said no, but they're going to be okay. Like, they're not going to crash and burn because you said no. All right. They might not like you in the moment, but things happen. And if they never like you because of that, that's okay too. All right. Let me give you guys another example. So Megan Thee Stallion, and Rock Nation. So when Megan first came into the rap game, she was signed to the label called 1501 Entertainment, to Carl Crawford, and I believe another business partner. But basically, when Megan came in the game, she had management from, I believe, also from the label. And then when Rock Nation reached out to her, she was like, "Oh, this is a great opportunity. Like, I'm just gonna end my management deal with my label and just get with Rock Nation. So I have my own management, right?" And the label was not happy with that. They felt slighted. They felt betrayed, because they felt like Meg was betraying them, basically. But here's the thing with healthy selfishness. Like I said, people are not going to like it because you're putting yourself first, because they were eating off of her music from the label and off her management, because management takes a percent of every deal that they bring you, right? But Megan knew and was smart enough to understand that, hey, this label is fine, but I know these two men would not be good management because they don't have all the connections that I need to get to where I want to get the deals that I want. But Rock Nation does, because that's Jay-Z's management company, right? And Jay-Z is like the biggest man in rap, basically right now. So she was smart enough to know, like, if I go with these people, I'll get better deals. I'll get into more, like, it will open more doors for me. And it did. Look at her now. She has 3 Grammys and she's still relevant. And I just saw her in a Pepsi deal. Like, she would have never had that had she stayed with her 1501 management to be quote unquote nice, to not rock the boat, to be a people pleaser. Okay? That's the benefit of healthy selfishness. You put yourself first. You put your goals first, not about people's feelings. Okay? Let's move on to number 2. How to be selfish in the right way is to put your feelings first. Okay? Putting your feelings first means recognizing and respecting your own emotional needs without guilt. Okay? So instead of suppressing your own emotions to accommodate other people, allow yourself to process your emotions, like speaking up when something bothers you, okay? Or choosing not to engage in situations that drains you. Okay, so when somebody insults you or disrespects you, if your first thought when somebody does that to you is, what did I do wrong? And you know damn well that you didn't do anything wrong, I know you're a people pleaser. Okay. If your first instinct when somebody violates you is to stop yourself from saying anything back to them that could hurt the person, your perpetrator, okay, because it will be awkward and uncomfortable, okay, there might be tension, or people might see you in a negative way, and you don't want people to see you with any other emotion aside from nice and friendly and fun, then I know you're a people pleaser. Okay. And you're doing yourself a huge disservice when you do that, because again, you're putting other people's feelings above your own. You're hurt, you're angry, you're sad, but you're going to put that other person's feelings above your own because you will hurt them if you say something back. So again, you're not practicing healthy selfishness. You're putting their feelings above your own, being a people pleaser. You're basically signaling that your feelings are not a priority to you. Your dignity is not a priority to you. Your mental health, your respect is not a priority to you. Okay? Other people's feelings are more important than yours. That's the message that you're sending to yourself and everybody else when you put other people's feelings above your own. Okay? That's what you're telling yourself when you don't put your feelings first. Okay? So putting your feelings first might look like standing up for yourself and not caring what other people will think of you when you do. Okay? Speaking up when your needs are not getting met. Okay? In a friendship or relationship or family or whatever. Okay? Input your thoughts on a decision that's being made instead of letting other people make all the decisions for you. Okay? Putting your feelings first is about ensuring that your desires, your values, your limits, and respect is addressed, basically. When you prioritize yourself in this way, you're more confident and clear-headed, and you start attracting relationships that respect your boundaries, okay? When you're not afraid to put yourself first, people will respect you more. Number 3 way on how to be selfish in the right way is set high standards for yourself and stick to them, and do not lower them for anyone, okay? Setting and maintaining high standards for yourself is a form of healthy selfishness because it centers your values, your needs, and well-being above external pressures or other people's expectations, okay? By upholding your standards, you're choosing to respect and prioritize yourself, even if it means saying no to people or situations that don't align with those standards, okay? You will disappoint some people sometimes or make them feel uncomfortable, especially if they're used to you compromising to their benefit, okay? But that's okay. We don't care. We're not people pleasing, okay? We're practicing healthy selfishness, okay? Being selfish in this way means you're not willing to compromise your happiness or self-respect to please other people. It's about protecting your peace, okay? Attracting people who respect you, okay? And setting up a life that brings you fulfillment, okay? So instead of bending to fit someone else's mold, you're standing firm in what you want and what you deserve, and that's powerful, okay? That's healthy selfishness, okay? So for example, if you stop drinking alcohol, let's say you want to be sober now, you don't want to go to clubs or lounges that is alcohol centered, you don't want to be around that. When your friends pressure you to go to these types of places, you need to be selfish, okay? Tune into yourself, your goals, what's best for you, and say, no, I don't want to. That's healthy selfishness. You stick to your standard and you put your feelings first, okay? You don't want to date guys that make less than you because your history has taught you that they eventually become jealous and envious of you. So when your friends or that guy start to guilt trip you into giving him a chance, okay, what do? We stick to our standards and we say no. We tune into ourselves. We check with ourselves, okay? What we want. We put our feelings first, okay? Our goals first and say no. That's healthy selfishness, okay? Because if you don't practice healthy selfishness and go along with what other people want to please them and keep the peace, it will start a war inside of you. You will be very resentful of these people because you know deep down that you didn't want to do it. When it comes to stuff like this, you have to be okay with people not liking you. That's fine, okay? Number 4 is we speak up for our needs, okay? Way on how to be selfish in a healthy way is we speak up for our needs, okay? A part of healthy selfishness is speaking up for your needs. If you don't ever speak up or let people know what you like, what you don't want, what you want, what you're okay with, what you're not okay with, we'll see that people will naturally just walk all over you, okay? Don't be afraid to express what you want or need, even if it feels uncomfortable at first, okay? Assertive communication is key to ensuring that your needs are met and helps you to avoid the frustration of feeling overlooked or taken for granted, okay? People can't read your mind, so don't hesitate to ask for what you need, okay? You need to speak up. If you stay silent about your boundaries, your preferences, your dislikes, people might unintentionally cross lines or take advantage of your silence. They will assume you're okay with everything, leading to situations where you feel overlooked, disrespected, and frustrated, okay? They don't know because you don't speak up. Tune into yourself, okay? What do you want? Are you okay with this? Or do you want something else? Say it. You don't always have to go along with what other people want to do or what they like just for them to like you, okay? Just to not rock the boat, okay? Just to please them. Part of healthy selfishness is speaking up for your needs so that you can also get your needs met. Okay. Like I said, every human has needs and we all want our needs met. Okay. When you don't speak up, you risk being taken for granted or even mistreated by people. Okay. Not necessarily out of malice, but because others can't read your mind, you need to speak up. Okay. Setting boundaries and openly sharing what you're comfortable with helps to create healthier, more balanced relationships in your life, okay? This honesty ensures that other people will understand where you stand, okay, making it less likely for them to unintentionally overstep those boundaries, okay? Speaking up for yourself is a powerful way to maintain respect from other people and within yourself, okay? So you need to learn to speak up for yourself. If you don't like something, you don't like it. If you don't want to go there, you don't want to go there. If that's not your standard, it's not your standard. You might just need to sit out of this one. Okay. All right. Number 5 way on how to practice healthy selfishness is practice healthy self-care. Okay. Specifically with your time and energy. Okay. When you practice self-care, you're setting boundaries that allows you to recharge and focus on what truly matters to you. This means saying no when you're stretched way too thin. Okay. Taking breaks when you need them and avoiding activities with people that drain you. Okay, be selfish enough to tune into yourself. Do a body scan and recognize when you need rest and know that it's okay to take time for yourself without feeling guilty. Okay, that means if you're feeling exhausted and want to relax to recharge, you have to say no to hanging out with your friends tonight. Okay, no matter how bad she will feel about it. Okay, if you're exhausted from working on your projects, you can't stay an hour late to help your colleague with your project. Okay, your mental health matters more. That's healthy selfishness. If that friend consistently trauma dumps on you and emotionally drain you, Set that boundary and protect your peace of mind. Okay, that's healthy selfishness. Healthy selfishness. Matter of fact, send them a link to the Trauma Dump Journal by Balazi Entertainment. Okay, now on Amazon. Okay, if you need some alone time to recharge, you can't hang out with your friend or your man this weekend. Okay, you have to fill your cup. Okay, you can't pour from an empty cup. Okay, you say no because you're gonna go, and you're gonna be miserable as hell because you know you didn't want to go. Okay, then you're going to be taking out your anger on people when you could have said you could have just said no. Okay, that's healthy selfishness. You take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, because if you bypass how you feel and what you really want to do to appease other people, to please other people, you will end up resenting them. You're going to say, everybody takes advantage of me. Everybody takes advantage of my kindness. I'm too nice. I'm such a good person. Why do people do this to me? You have to practice healthy selfishness. Okay? Because deep down, you really did not want to do it and you will villainize them. Okay? And oh, it's because I'm a good person. I'm such a good person. Why do people do this? You need boundaries. You need healthy selfishness. Okay? Because in reality, it's because you didn't prioritize your own needs. Because if you let people take advantage of you, they will take advantage of you. They're never going to say no. They're never going to say no. Okay. Practice healthy selfishness. Okay. When you're selective about where and how you direct your energy, you'll be in a better position to support other people without sacrificing your own health. Okay. Prioritizing your self-care ensures that you're functioning at your best and can give from a place of abundance, not exhaustion. Okay. All right. Number 6. This one is my favorite, guys. How to practice healthy selfishness is mind your damn business. Ooh. That's a word. Mind your damn business. Okay. Healthy selfishness. Mind your business. Okay. This is my favorite one. When I tell you guys how many times in my life that I've tried to help people or solve people's problems and they've turned around to shit on me. I should have just minded my damn business. Okay. Sometimes when you try to save people or help people, a lot of the times you're just interrupting their karma. Okay. You're taking on their burden. Okay. That they're supposed to have. There are a lot of people out there that are completely alone because they have abused everyone in their life or they have treated them horribly and now no one wants to be around them. Okay. So just because somebody looks sad or alone or it looks like they need help does not always mean that they're a good person or like they're innocent. Okay. That's not always the case. Okay. Most of the time it's not the case. Okay. Okay. I remember when I was younger, I always used to see people going through it or somebody that seems like lonely or isolated. And I would try to help them because maybe they didn't have friends or maybe they look like they have some type of social anxiety or like they need help with something, like they're down bad or something. And I'm thinking being a good person, right? I wouldn't understand why nobody else cared to help them or anything like that. I thought people were just like being horrible and didn't have any empathy. But these same people that I will help will try to harm me. Okay. Start devaluing me. Okay. Or become very toxic. And then I realized why nobody else wanted to be around them for a reason. Okay. If you are highly empathetic or codependent or just very kind, I know it's very tempting to want to save people or be helpful or be the one there for them, but that gets you into a lot of trouble sometimes. Okay. I had to go through this multiple times in my life for me to finally get it. Okay. Sometimes when people are alone, it's for a reason. Sometimes they're horrible people. Okay. Sometimes when people are down bad, it's for a reason. Not everybody who's in a bad place is a good person. And I would have avoided all this stuff had I just minded my damn business. Okay. Like you guys can go back to some of my old videos, like the one where I said, you're not a good person. That's the title. Basically, this guy tried to punk me at work. And all I did was show him kindness. I was the only person that showed him kindness. Okay. And this girl that I was on a trip with rubbed the back of her camera, like her phone camera, on my dress. And I went off. And I was the only person who was nice to this girl. Sometimes when people are alone or being mistreated, it's for a reason. Mind your damn business. Okay. And I have so many examples from my past of like how I'll be nice to people, I'll be kind to people, try to save people, try to help them, and they turn out to be horrible people. Okay. I mean, look at how Ted Bundy chose his victims. They were women that tried to help him. Okay. Now, I'm not saying never help anybody in life. But I'm just saying like use your common sense, use context clues, and remember that humans are not inherently good. Okay. You're not responsible for everybody that's in a bad place. Okay. You need to understand that sometimes when you're helping people, you're interrupting their karma. Okay. That you're supposed to have, you're supposed to learn from. Okay. And you don't have to believe everybody's sob story. Okay. Sometimes people lie. Okay. Or they paint other people as the villains in their story, but don't tell you what they did to that person. Okay. Question everything. That's how a lot of empathetic, codependent, and kind people end up in these abusive, toxic relationships and friendships with covert narcissists because they believe the lies. Okay. Mind your business, because covert narcissists, they seem very, you know, they don't look threatening at all. Okay, they seem like they're just going through something. They're a good person that's going through something, or everybody in their life has done this and that to them, or whatever. Nope. Mind your business. It could be lies. Help or save everyone. Okay, somebody tell you a sob story or trauma dumps on you, you automatically believe it because why would they lie? Okay, what's the reason to lie to me? I haven't done anything to you. You don't even know me. Why would you need to lie to me for what? Okay, be there. Okay, because before you know it, you're in a toxic, abusive relationship or friendship, or they sabotage you, or try to ruin your life. Mind your damn business. Okay, that's healthy selfishness. Mind your damn business. You hop into a fight to help someone. Now you're in a hospital, and then you find out that person that you were trying to fight, that you were trying to fight for, actually stole from that other person. Okay, now you're in the hospital for nothing. Okay. Mind your damn business. Healthy selfishness. Mind your business. Mind your business. Okay. All right. So just make sure, let me just give you quick pointers on how to mind your damn business. Okay. Set boundaries with emotional dumpers. So if somebody starts dumping on you out of nowhere, or they're always complaining and venting to you about the same things, and whatever, just they always want you to feel sorry for them. Like, and I don't even know you like that. If people like that, set a boundary like, hey, I care about you, or like, hey, I'm not sure, we don't really know each other like that, but I can't take this right now. Like, I don't like when people trauma dump on me. Like, I'm just not here for it. I'm so sorry. Okay, and move on with your life, and send them a link to the trauma dump journal on Amazon by Blasi Entertainment. Wink, wink. Okay. um Also, avoid getting in people's drama. Like I said before, do not go on dummy missions for people. Okay, people manipulate you, tell you sob stories so you can get into this mode of fighting for them. Okay, so you put your life reputation on the line, and then you go out and fight for them, and then everybody stays away from you. You lose all your connections, and then you find out, hey, this person's actually very toxic. Okay, like I said before, be neutral in war and conflict. Okay, I said that in my video called "Be a Socialite If You're Pretty." Okay, do not get involved in people's drama. That's none of your business. Mind your damn business. Okay. Also, let people learn from their own mistakes. Okay, like I said, sometimes when people are down bad, it's their own fault. Okay, they have treated people in their life horribly, and that's why they're where they're at. Okay, so sometimes they need to learn that lesson and learn to treat people right. But when you go in trying to rescue them all the time, they don't learn from that. Okay, because they feel like, well, if I always do this, somebody will always be there to help me. So my codependents, my kind people, my empathetic people, my people pleasers, stop doing this. You're stopping them from learning from their mistakes, from what they do. Okay. Let people learn from their own mistakes. Okay. Mind your damn business. Okay. Also, resist the urge to give unsolicited advice. Okay. Not everybody wants your advice if they didn't ask for it. Okay. So stop trying to save everyone. Stop trying to give tips. Stop trying to do this. They didn't ask you. And sometimes when you do that, people might think you're being condescending or thinking you're better than people. Okay. So stop doing that. Stop giving advice that nobody asked for. Okay. I know you want to save everyone. You want to make sure everybody gets here. You can't take everyone everywhere with you. Okay. You can't take everybody with you to the top. Just let people do their own thing. Stop giving advice that nobody asked for. Okay. Okay. Also, do not take sides. Like I said, be neutral in war and conflict. Mind your damn business. Okay. And also learn to let go of the need to fix people. So my codependents, I'm talking to you right now. I know you want to save and fix everyone because nobody saved you in your childhood. So you vow to always save people and fix people and whatever. Stop doing that. Okay. Codependency is not natural. Okay. It's not a good thing. Okay. It's something you learned in childhood to survive that environment. So you need to learn to stop trying to fix and save people all the time. Let them learn from their lesson. Okay. And let them save themselves. Okay. So they can learn that and take that with them in their future life. Okay. All right, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching till the end. I want to say that Balazi Entertainment is now on Spotify, so go ahead and join the Spotify channel. Did I even call it a channel? Anyway, but let's get to 100 followers on Spotify. I'm uploading all the old videos now gradually. Okay, go ahead. You can listen on the go on Spotify. Also, go ahead and check out the Glow Getter Guidebook on Amazon. It's an amazing book for, having standards, writing down your standards, your boundaries, whatever you need to write down in there. Like, go ahead and check out my Glow Getter Guidebook video on this channel. It tells you everything that's in the book. Also the trauma dump journal for those who need to heal. I have a great review from somebody who bought the book. I posted it on my community tab, but I'm going to post it here too so you guys can read it because it's actually helping people. And I'm glad for those who bought the book. I'm so glad that it's helping you guys. That was my goal. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. Check out my link tree on my page. And I will see you guys in the next video, Glow Getters. Bye.